My name is Hanae, and I'm 43 years old. I work from home as a translator. Ever since I was a child, I dreamed of becoming a translator. So when I got into college, I moved to Tokyo. After that, I was based in the city, but traveled around the world for work and study. Oh no! 7 years ago, when my parents passed away in an accident. With no siblings, I decided to return to my hometown to take care of the house I grew up in. Looks like everything's going pretty well. Now, after 7 years of working from home, I've finally gotten the hang of it. Oh, wow! It's already this late? Maybe I should take a break and go shopping. One day, while I was out shopping during a break from work, something happened.
Oh, wait. Is that Hanae? Oh, come on. You don't remember me? It's Eriko from high school.
Eriko? Wow, it's been forever. The last time we saw each other was at the reunion, right? So, what, 10 years ago? I had just run into my old high school classmate, Eriko, for the first time in 10 years.
It really has been a long time. So, Hanae, what are you doing here?
Well, about 7 years ago, my parents passed away. Since I don't have any siblings, I moved back to take care of the family home, and now I work from home.
Oh, I see. Working from home. Well, in that case, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor.
A favor?
I have a 4-year-old daughter named Aoi, but I'm divorced, so I'm a single mom. It's really tough to manage everything while I'm working, so I was hoping you could help me out by watching Aoi for a bit.
I see. But even though I work from home, I still have a job to do, and sometimes I have to go out, so it might be a bit difficult.
But I don't work from home. I have to go out to work. And on top of that, I'm raising Aoi by myself and hardly get any time to relax. Can't you just help out a little?
I get that it's hard for you when you have to go to work, Eriko, but I have my own life too. I'm really sorry, but you'll have to find someone else.
Hanae, you've always been like this, haven't you? Never willing to help a friend in need. You're so cold-hearted.
Eriko, I think it's pretty unreasonable to meet up after 10 years and immediately ask me to babysit. I'm sorry, but I'm not available for childcare. This is such a mess. And Eriko, her daughter Aoi, right? I really hope she isn't neglecting that poor kid regularly. I was really annoyed that Eriko tried to dump her childcare responsibilities on me the moment we reunited after all this time. But I turned her down firmly, so I figured I wouldn't get dragged into it any further. All right, time to get started for the day. My deadline is coming up, so I need to stay focused. Wait, has there been a child crying outside for a while now? Could they be lost? What? They're right in front of my house. Hello, sweetie. Are you okay? Did you get separated from your mom?
Are you Auntie Hanae?
Yes, that's me. But how do you know who I am?
Mom said if I waited here, Auntie Hanae would play with me.
Wait, is your mom's name Eriko? And are you Aoi?
Yeah, I'm Aoi. My mom is Eriko.
Eriko. I can't believe she just left her child here and went out. I think we exchanged contact info at the reunion 10 years ago. I better give her a call. In a bind with this sudden babysitting situation, I brought Aoi inside and called Eriko.
Hey, Hanae.
Eriko, what were you thinking, leaving Aoi in front of my house like that?
Oh, come on, give me a break. Even moms need to take a breather sometimes. Plus, I've got a date with my boyfriend today, so don't bother me anymore, okay?
I couldn't believe it. Eriko had left Aoi behind just so she could go on a date. I can't just ignore this. but I also have work to do. After some hesitation, I decided to report the situation to Child Protective Services.
I see. In that case, we'll send someone to your home right away. We'll most likely need to take Aoi into protective custody, so please bear with us for a little longer.
Yes, please do. Mr. Murata from CPS was very professional and handled everything quickly.
Goodbye, Hanae. See you later.
Yeah, see you later. So, Aoi was taken into protective custody by child services for a few days. I was relieved knowing she'd be safe, but... Eriko, what do you want?
What do you mean, what do I want? I'm here to pick up Aoi.
Aoi isn't here.
What? Where did you take her?
She's with child services. When I reported that she'd been abandoned, they took her in immediately.
How could you do that?
I should be asking you that. You're causing trouble for others and making your daughter miserable. What do you think you're doing?
You're so annoying. Fine, just you wait. I'm going to make you regret crossing me.
Eriko stormed off, leaving those parting words. I was really hoping this would be the end of it. But then, a few days later, things seemed to settle back into a peaceful routine until... Yes? Oh, Mr. Murata? A few days later, Mr. Murata from Child Services showed up at my house. Is everything okay?
Well,
According to Mr. Murata, Eriko did go to pick up Aoi after leaving my house. But since Aoi was still under protection, they told her to come back in a few days.
today was the day she was supposed to come, but she never showed up and isn't answering any calls. That's why I came by. But it turns out Eriko gave me your address instead of her own. I'm so sorry for the trouble. I should have confirmed with an ID, but she kept insisting she didn't have one.
Mr. Murata, please don't apologize. This is all Eriko's fault, not yours or anyone at Child Services. It seems Eriko has been ignoring all attempts to reach her, so I tried calling her myself from my phone.
Oh, hi.
Eriko, you've got to be kidding me.
What are you so mad about?
Don't play dumb. You gave my address when they asked for yours. Do you really want to avoid taking care of your own daughter that badly?
Address? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Enough. If you keep acting like this, you're going to regret it.
Wow, talk about holding a grudge. Whatever, do what you want.
I'm so sorry, really.
Please, stop apologizing. None of this is your fault. But, Mr. Murata, I think I've come up with a plan.
A plan?
Yes. Do you have a moment? So, after carefully planning, we contacted Eriko again a few days later. Hello, Eriko.
What? You're so persistent.
Can you come over to my place now?
What are you talking about? I told you, I'm busy.
Well, I wanted to talk to you in person, but if you're too busy, we can do it over the phone. Just don't try to come over later.
Wow, holding a grudge much? You're really petty, you know that?
Let me ask you something then. What are you planning to do about Aoi?
Aoi? Well, I guess if you apologize for how you've treated me, I might come by and pick her up from your place.
My place? What are you talking about? Aoi isn't at my house.
What? But when they asked for her pickup address, I gave them your address.
Oh, now you admit that you lied and gave them my address instead of your own.
That doesn't matter. Where's Aoi now? You should have picked her up if I gave them your address.
What's wrong with you? Of course Child Services wouldn't let me take her in when it's clear it's someone else's address.
Oh, what? How dare you?
You are the one who's being ridiculous. Enough already.
Yeah, what are you even doing at 43 years old?
What? Dad? Mom? Why are you here with Hanae?
I called them.
What? Why would you do that?
As soon as I found out you gave child services my address, I reached out to our old high school classmates. Turns out, most of the people who stayed in our hometown have had to babysit for you at some point.
Well, that's because...
The folks at child services said this kind of repeated neglect is serious, so I decided to contact your parents. Back in our day, our high school yearbooks had home addresses and phone numbers listed.
What? You just looked at my parents like that? Ever heard of privacy?
Didn't you use the yearbook to find my address too? You never visited my house in high school, so how else would you have known where I live? I was just doing the same thing you did.
Eriko, I'm disappointed in you. I thought you were raising your daughter on your own while working. So I've been sending you money every month.
But it turns out you've been dumping your daughter on others while you go off and have fun?
I'm cutting you off. I made a mistake trusting you.
Wait, you can't just cut me off. I won't be able to survive without that money.
Don't be ridiculous. I've already contacted your ex-husband about this. He told me he paid everything he owed you in a lump sum when you got divorced.
That's a total lie. He's always been like that.
He said he's willing to show proof with his bank records.
You told me you were struggling to make ends meet because you weren't getting any child support. But when we look into it, you've been using the child support and the money we have sent you just to have fun. This is absolutely unacceptable.
That's not...
This whole situation makes it clear you only see Aoi as a way to get money.
That's not true.
If it weren't true, you wouldn't be acting like this. All we have talked about this entire time is money. You are not too fit to raise Aoi.
What?
There's no way we're letting Aoi go back to you. From now on, we'll be the ones raising her, and you'll be the one paying us child support.
What? That's impossible. Besides, you should be getting that from my ex-husband.
He already gave you everything. He has no further obligation. Stop trying to push your responsibilities onto others.
But I won't be able to survive. I'm almost out of the child support money he gave me. And now, without your support, what am I supposed to do?
Enough! From now on, you're going to pay child support just like your ex-husband did. And you're also going to repay all the child support money you've already spent that was supposed to be for Aoi.
What? That's impossible. Do you even know how much that is?
You are the one who spent all that money. So you should have thought about that.
But... this is all Hanae's fault. If she hadn't reported me to child services, none of this would have happened. It's all her fault. She should be the one paying.
What? Are you serious right now? You're the one who abandoned your daughter. You're the one who lied to your parents. And you're the one who blew through all the money meant for your child. This is all on you. So take responsibility for your own actions.
Shut up! I needed money to have fun with my boyfriend, and Aoi was just getting in the way.
Get a grip. You're a mother. How can you make your daughter suffer like this?
You're making her suffer too, Dad and Mom. If you care so much about not making your daughter sad, then keep supporting me so I don't have to be sad either.
Don't be ridiculous. We never raised you to be like this. From now on, we're cutting ties with you.
What are you talking about? Are you out of your mind?
The only one who's out of their mind is you. From now on, we're living as if we don't have a daughter. The only one that matters to us now is Aoi.
Wait, Hanae, I'm sorry, okay? Help me out here. Convince them for me.
Excuse me? What are you talking about?
I'm saying I won't be able to survive like this. Come on, we're friends, right? Can't you help me out a little?
Oh, Eriko, have you forgotten what you said earlier?
What?
I'm exactly as petty as you said I was. There's no way someone as petty as me could just forget what you did and help you out, right?
You'll regret this.
Hanae, I'm so sorry for all the trouble we've caused you. And thank you so much for everything you've done for Aoi. I don't know how to thank you enough.
We're going to take Aoi in and make sure she doesn't see Eriko again. And of course, we'll make sure you don't have to.
Please, you both did nothing wrong, so don't apologize. As long as Aoi can live a happy life from now on, that's all that matters to me. After that, Eriko's ex-husband demanded she repay the child support she squandered.
Wait, hold on.
Her so-called real boyfriend broke up with her as soon as he heard about all the drama. With no financial support and no one to turn to, Eriko ended up in a dire situation.
Eriko, you are going to walk with me, right? Get on my boat. We are heading out now.
Boat?
She was taken in by a relative her father mentioned, who's a fisherman, and now she's working on a boat far out at sea. But all the money she earns go toward child support payments to her parents and repaying her ex-husband. So it doesn't look like she'll be getting off that boat anytime soon. As for Aoi, she's living happily with Eriko's parents now. Her father, who wasn't able to see her much before because Eriko wouldn't allow it, visits her frequently. He even sent a very happy letter, so I'm relieved to know things are going well. There's even talk of Aoi living with him once his work situation stabilizes. I'm sure Aoi will have a much happier life from now on. As for me, now that I'm free from Eriko, I can work with a clear mind every day. Without that stress or worry hanging over me, my work is going well, and my clients are really pleased. And
Hanae, I'm here.
come on in. I baked some cookies today. Want to have some together?
Oh, sounds good.
I've started building a new relationship with Mr. Murata, the child services worker I met during this whole ordeal. I'm grateful for the connections that have come into my life, and I want to continue cherishing the people around me as I move forward.